Game 3 of the NBA Finals. The Oklahoma City Thunder have showed up hungry and determined to fight for what they believe is rightfully theirs. Will they be able to break the stalemate and come out on top against the Knicks? Which heroes will rise? The NBA playoffs start now.
And it's the start here of Game 3 of the NBA Finals. 2K Sports postseason presentation of the NBA, and it's tied 1-1. Here with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And we've got Allie LaForce reporting from the sidelines. Now the opening lineup for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Holmgren plays at the 4 with Hartenstein at the center spot. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Williams at the 3 slot. And for the Knicks, Josh Hart out there with OG Anunoby. Then it's Bridges. Then it's Jalen Brunson. And it's Towns in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. You take a look at the Thunder. Their home crowd is fired up for this Game 3. You can certainly feel it here in the arena. These finals have been even, 1-1 so far. So tonight is huge.
I mean, walking around the city today, all of the talk is about this series. I expect a loud arena. And watching the warm-ups, I'll tell you what, this team is fired up.
Now here's Towns, and he's good on the 3-ball.
Carl-Anthony Towns, such a great jump shooter, doesn't take him any time to get set up.
Outside Williams. Holmgren wide open. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling 3-point opportunities.
Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. 6 to shoot. And that one, no good to start him off on the night. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
A bit ago, Mike Brown and I were able to chat. We talked about the challenges the defense faces when dealing with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He said once Shai gets under the arc, it's impossible to prevent a shot. He's too shifty. So we need to be ready to help off on the wings early and try and bump him out to the perimeter. Not easy to control the movements of Shai. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Allie, thank you for that. Here's SGA. After Mikal Bridges' bucket. Nice shot by SGA.
Under duress of that shot clock, the ability to stay focused and understand timing and when to get it off. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, yes, sir.
Now here's Brunson. The kick out to Anunoby. Bridges outside. Sinks the 3-pointer. Bridges step 5.
Well, we know Mikal Bridges can connect from distance. This guy has become a consistent threat from deep.
Here's Williams outside. Dort. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Off target with his 3.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Williams kicks to SGA. Hartenstein with the screen on Bridges. Now here's Holmgren from the arc. That one's no good. That makes him 1 for 2. Hart the pass to Brunson. There's Towns. Pass to Hart. Holmgren with the steal. To the inside. Gilgeous-Alexander. And that one, good.
Well, that's SGA in a nutshell right there. Quickness, length, guile, finishing on the interior.
Hart with a screen on Hartenstein. Towns, no luck. And so it's Williams who brings it up for Oklahoma City. They trail by 1. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Dort. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Hartenstein with the screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren can't hit. New York's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Bridges passes to Brunson. Now Towns. Off target from 3-point range.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going in this quarter.
Holmgren kicks to Gilgeous Alexander. Hits it from three-point range. SGA's got 7 points.
Shots are just flowing from him right now, having a really strong quarter.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Clarkson, he's checked in for Anunoby. And a switcher also for Oklahoma City. Wallace is checked in. The Knicks trailing. Clarkson outside. Towns a screen on Gilgeous Alexander. And that one's good. Brunson.
It's about the work for Jalen Brunson. He's put in a ton of time to become a knockdown shooter.
Outside Williams. Hartenstein up top. Now here's Holmgren from the arc. Bangs home the trifecta. Holmgren's got his second bucket of the game to go. Hart with the screen for Brunson. There's the three. Another three for New York.
Although there's a calmness to Jalen Brunson, there's also a competitive fire. And boy, from range, look out.
Williams against Bridges. Now here's Holmgren from the arc. Here's Hartenstein. That shot is off. Towns with the defensive effort. Here's Clarkson. Good, and his assist goes to Towns.
Well, Jordan Clarkson loves the offensive end. He's in the flow on that drive. That's nice.
SGA kicks to Holmgren. Hartenstein in the high post. Shot clock at 5. Williams for 3. Drills it from outside.
There's a reason Jalen Williams has the green light from deep. He is so consistent.
Bridges outside. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Gilgeous Alexander finds Williams. Outside for Gilgeous Alexander. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Hart outside. To Brunson, jacks up a 3. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
KYP, know your personnel. Challenge the great shooter. Excellent job.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Now here's Hart. Still scoreless. Bridges misses. 2 for 1 opportunity here if they want it.
And no doubt, Kevin, if I'm them, I go for it.
Outside, Gilgeous Alexander. Pass to Hartenstein. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Well, it's the activity of Hartenstein on the interior that makes the defender react and puts him in a tough spot.
The first one at the line is good.
Sometimes in this league, you just have to be patient. Isaiah Hartenstein, a second-round pick, he has now become an invaluable asset to his team.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Alex Caruso is checked in for Williams. And it's Mitchell in for Gilgeous Alexander. And so Hartenstein nails both of them. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Bridges. Robinson. New York moving it around. Bridges drives in. A shot by Clarkson, no good. Mitchell looking it over. Now Holmgren, guarded by Robinson. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, guys, has been on display for the Oklahoma City Thunder. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. Back to the action in just a minute. And we're back with you, all set to bring you more action from Game 3. Oklahoma City leading by 11. We've got Miles McBride. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with Anunoby. Then it's Mitchell Robinson. And it's Brunson in at the 1 spot. That's the 5 for New York right now.
Boy, after dropping 2 triples in the first quarter, he hasn't hit another yet.
The focus from Brunson.
What a beautiful move from Jalen Brunson. Frees himself for an opportunity to put the ball in the basket.
Outside, SGA. George with a screen for SGA. And the layup falls. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Boy, this guy making the most of his chances here, really giving his team a lift.
Here's Brunson. It's blocked by SGA.
Well, 6'6" with excellent defensive instincts. SGA, one of the best shot-blocking guards in the league. Boy, that is tough defense. Exactly how you want to play him.
Towns kicks to Brunson. The kick out to Anunoby. Pass to Towns. The 3. And there's the foul. Going Alex Caruso. That's his first foul. So for the Knicks, Josh Hart comes in for Robinson. And Mikal Bridges subbed in for Miles McBride. And then for Oklahoma City, Hartenstein comes in for Williams. And it's Chet Holmgren in for Alex Caruso. And there's the foul. It'll go on Josh Hart. That's his first foul.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
The Thunder leading by 11. SGA passes to Holmgren. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 4 assists in the game. Towns a screen on SGA. Brunson kicks to Towns. His 3-pointer's off the mark.
Gosh, it feels like he's pressing a little bit, and obviously playing from behind doesn't help.
George with a screen for SGA. Misses the 3. New York shooting 40% from the field. Pass to Brunson. Some solid defense there from SGA. And so it's Oklahoma City with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. And more than anything, their 3-point shooting is what sparked them. A fantastic night from long range so far. And we've got more on 2K Sports coming your way after this break.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Give me a beat. They're thinking about the shot.
Greetings, everybody. Game 3, and it's a huge lead for the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Their three-point shooting, wow. I didn't get a math degree, but I didn't go to Shaq University either. I do know a little thing about threes.
Yeah, Kenny, I heard you applied to Shaq University. Denied.
And looking at where the Thunder stand in the series, they say, and I don't know who they are, that a playoff series hasn't started until somebody loses at home. They've done that. So, Jet, any concern?
No, not yet. Still plenty of basketball left.
And to win tonight, you got to retake that home court advantage, and they just got to stay confident.
Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And we're back with you as these two teams do battle in their quest for an NBA championship. Chet Holmgren has been sensational.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
Taking a look at the Thunder. Out on the perimeter, Wallace and Williams. Holmgren plays at the 4 with Hartenstein at the center spot. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in at the point guard. Bridges misses.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage play.
Wallace, good.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Outside, Towns. Just 5 to shoot. The Thunder pull it in. Hartenstein's got his 5th rebound in this one. Williams finds Gilgeous-Alexander. Oklahoma City moving it around. It's good from long range. Holmgren's got 9 points now in just the second half.
He tore it up from downtown in the first half. Now hits this one. Dangerous shooter, guys.
Bridges passes to Clarkson. To stop the run. It's rebounded by Hartenstein.
Boy, taking what's there. Very good shot selection, just not the result you hope for.
Left side, Gilgeous-Alexander. Now here's Holmgren from the arc. That's good, and SGA with the assist. SGA's got assist number 8 now on the night. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
New York calls timeout. On the Thunder, some changes. Wiggins is checked in for Hartenstein. Alex Caruso comes in for Jalen Williams. And it's Mitchell in for Gilgeous-Alexander. On the wing, Bridges, defended by Caruso. Wallace against Clarkson. Traps in the tray. Clarkson's got 9.
Well, you can give them a steady diet of pick and roll because if Jordan Clarkson gets downhill, it's trouble.
Mitchell right side. Here's Caruso. He doesn't hit that one. Bridges with some nice defense. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Hakordi. Now Clarkson, 9 points in the game so far. Holmgren with the steal. And they're pushing it up. Mitchell wide open. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, guys, has been on display for the Oklahoma City Thunder. What an amazing quarter. There was absolutely no stopping him. We'll return shortly. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
and he sliced the D wide open with his speed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Towns is out there with Mitchell Robinson. Then there's Miles McBride. Then there's Jordan Clarkson. And it's Anunoby in at the small forward spot. That's the 5 for New York right now. McBride passes to Towns. Towns is doubled. Clarkson for 3. Caruso grabs the miss. And so Caruso will bring up the ball for Oklahoma City. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 25.
Boy, you give Jalen Williams any space, and my goodness, he will go to work.
And there's the foul. Going Alex Caruso. That's foul number 2 for him.
No foul. First team foul.
Pass to Clarkson. Robinson on the wing. Clarkson outside. They get the rebound. Here's McBride. Connects from three-point range. McBride's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Williams in the post. Towns on him. Here's Clarkson. Here's Robinson, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Well, this is where Mitchell Robinson can make his impact on the offensive end. Get the putback with that verticality.
Williams against Towns. Williams kicks to Wallace. Caruso, a screen on Clarkson. Wallace misses.
I'll tell you, that's one he typically will make. The defense gets away with one.
Here's McBride. And here's Clarkson. 6 on the shot clock. Pulls up. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Williams has got his 6th rebound on the night. Caruso, the pass to Dort. There's the lob to Dort. Towns with the steal. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Here's McBride. Ball is covering. Here's Towns, and the dunk by Towns.
Karl-Anthony Towns putting on a show on the offensive end of the floor. Legit 3-level score, and he's got it all working.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. A different look for New York. Hart has checked in for Karl-Anthony Towns. Mikal Bridges comes in for Jordan Clarkson, and it's Jalen Brunson in for Miles McBride. And then for Oklahoma City, Hartenstein, he's checked in for Jalen Williams. Holmgren comes in for Jalen Williams. And Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for Cason Wallace. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. SGA kicks to Holmgren. Pass to Hartenstein. That one falls.
Well, Isaiah Hartenstein is a handful to deal with, folks. If he's that close to the bucket, look out.
And here is Robinson. Hart outside. Back to Robinson. Now Brunson. From 12 feet out. Hart outside. Brunson surveying the D. Clock at 4. Shoots over Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Brunson missing. The Thunder leading by 22. Dort passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Now here's Holmgren. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Launches a 3. Caruso, no good.
I'll tell you, this is not a game he'll want to individually remember, but they are positioned to close this thing out.
Robinson misses.
and the timing just not there on that attempted alley-oop.
Just a missed connection, and it happens. I'm sure they will go back to it if given the opportunity.
Dort finds Gilgeous-Alexander. And there's another one for the Thunder.
Even though they have the lead, this guy keeping his foot on the gas pedal, I love it.
And Mike Brown decides to call timeout. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. Present our player of the game, Chet Holmgren.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game, and it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
With a chance to take command in this series, he did everything. That is the kind of killer instinct you need in the playoffs. New York's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Fades away. Rebound by Williams.
Boy, I don't love his shot selection tonight. You've got to work for better looks.
In the corner, Wallace with it. To the paint. Stolen by Anunoby. Pass to Towns. Over Mitchell. Here's Hart. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time.
All those second chance points have given them a boost here in the second half, and that's a great way to cut into the lead.
Mitchell passes to Williams. Wallace down low. Defended by Bridges. For 3, Mitchell. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Bridges deciding where to go with it. Pass to Anunoby. Shot clock at 6. Towns, a screen on Mitchell. Here's Brunson. Towns controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
In the modern NBA, boy, you hunt down mismatches. That's a size disadvantage, and he takes advantage.
Here's Wallace. And again, no good by Oklahoma City. Hard kicks to Anunoby. Brunson outside. That 3 off the mark.
And Game 3 of the NBA Championship Series is all but in the books. Congrats are in order tonight on an outstanding effort and a well-deserved victory for the Thunder.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
With a sensational win here in Game 3, they're going to be just 2 wins away from lifting the trophy.
Yeah, and it's just a massive win. There's history behind it. The team that wins Game 3 to take a 2-1 lead almost always wins the series. So while I wouldn't start etching their name on the trophy just yet, I would certainly have to call them the favorites at this point.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Chet Holmgren.
Boy, his defense is what stood out to me. There was a no-fly zone around this guy all night. He contested every shot in his area and sent a few back.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
And I couldn't agree more. What makes it that much more impressive, they're doing it on the road.
6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Towns! What a response! Hitting a 3 of their own.
All eyes on Brunson, and he knows it, guys. So what does he do? He kicks it out to the perimeter and gets a great look from 3.
85.
So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. And they've edged in front in the series after an outstanding performance here in Game 3.
Kevin, it sure was. When teams split the first 2 games of the series, Game 3 means everything. They're going into Game 4 now, riding that high after this win.
And Allie LaForce has got something now for us from the floor. Allie, take it away.
Shea, you were using those long arms to be disruptive on the defensive end. What's your focus at that end of the floor?
I'm just trying to be as active as possible. And like you said, getting my length involved, something I've been blessed with, and I just want to use it.
That activity, that length was noticed. Congratulations.
Great job. Thanks for that, Allie. Well, that'll do it. Thanks for joining us for Game 3 of the NBA Finals. So, for Doris Burke, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan, saying thanks for joining us. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, Chet Holmgren.